Welcome back, listeners. We're here at 2intheAM in the studio, fucking dripping with that hot, sweaty sauce. This is M from 2intheAM, and Jesus Christ, have I missed you. I really, I'm sweating right now, and I know you're probably sweating. I know you've been itching and eager, and, if you want to take some of your sweat and just save it up in a little jar and send it to us via our P.O. box, we will drink that and become more powerful. So go ahead and do that. Also with me today is my co-host, A, from 2intheAM. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. We're slacking because it's been hot and COVID, and also, But we're here. We've got beer, so we're just gonna we're gonna try and make some more magic happen today for your sweet little holes to fill up with our voices. And
we also have a fucking guest. So here's our guest. What do you want your name to be? Introduce yourself. That was good.
That's my name.
No, we can't. If anytime we talk about you, we might not have a burp just right.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We
aren't drinking enough then.
Anyways, yeah. Let's people know.
Just Sandy, whatever y'all call me.
Sandal,
yeah.
Sandal of the Chancla clan.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That was good.
Well done.
Yeah, man. So what's been going on? I know we did have a little bit of a weird week. We're not going to talk about all that stuff, but other than that, like, how's it been? What's been popping? Anything cool happen?
No. I got nothing, dude. Really, it's been the same shit, different day. It's been hotter than fuck, but
for me, it's supposed to have been the same. Let's see. I don't know. Shit's been malfunctioning at work, and I've been fixing it. No, I've been making it work with the help of my coworker. So that's been pretty fun. We did have a couple days that had a pretty nice breeze. It was still fucking hot, but at least it was a cool breeze because the hurricanes are coming. What are the hurricanes' names? Do you know?
Like Paul and Victor.
Some shit. They're from the Gulf Coast. I assume it's something really.
Let's name them ourselves. We got Pickles and
Hamtaro.
They should name a hurricane Fody, so I'm gonna call this one Fody.
Fody.
Hurricane Fody.
We got Pickles and Fody coming in from the Gulf Coast, and I don't think it hit Texas. I mean, it probably hit.
We got skimmed pretty good. Louisiana, I think, got the shit into
It's
the
the first time the Gulf's gonna get double teamed.
Matt knows a lot about that.
Yeah, for listeners in the future who listen to our podcast in 10 years and don't know shit about shit. This year we got hit with 2 hurricanes. Not us, because we live fucking way the far away from that.
In the desert.
We live in West. We live in dry ass West Texas.
We got maybe a 15-minute rainstorm out of it and some clouds. That was pretty nice.
Thank God for clouds. Yeah, we'll take
Hell
them.
yeah, Jesus Christ.
Those motherfuckers, man.
Thank God for a little Chinese finger cuff action. You know what I mean?
Hey, yeah.
Pulley.
I'm doing that right now. Actually, you can't see, but it feels great. 10 out of 10 would try again. After I get out, I got to figure that
Speaking
part
of
out.
good recommendations, I'm sure a lot. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sure
ahead.
a lot of people would complain about this year. A lot of people are like, "Fuck 2020, it's terrible."
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This year has been awesome for me,
dude. I'm not gonna lie. This year's been a lot of great things have happened this year.
I've had more money this year than I ever fucking have in my entire life.
I missed Deftones and Black Keys, so I'm just generally upset.
Fuck, man.
Oh yeah, concerts.
That hurt me. Yeah. That hurt me a little bit, but dude, I got this job that I've been working. This is the best job I've ever had.
Yeah,
all that bullshit
for sure.
All the good things have happened this fucking year.
Dude, I'm on a 40% gain on my stocks. It's incredible.
Yeah, dude, he's a stocky boy. He stocks the market.
Stonks,
dude. It's actually quite an interesting little game.
I might be wrong. That might be totally wrong.
I'm playing with $50. I'm not using a lot of money. And Ryan gave me.
Hey, listeners, please do not ever take our advice.
Yeah, we are not financial experts at 2intheAM. We will spend your money for you.
I mean, it doesn't really need.
There's not your money.
There's not a whole lot of.
We will use it for our gain.
There's not a whole lot of financial expertise here. It's just pretty common sense.
Yeah, essentially.
I was given $50 to buy stocks with. That's how that came about. A buddy of mine made a $50 gain and was like, "Do you fuck with stocks, bro?" I'm like, "No, I don't even have a fucking
Are you
cash
talking
out."
about old Dr. Swag Hatton?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Swagnonymous himself. Yeah, dude.
What's his fucking Deluxe Vision?
Deluxe Vision.
That's his channel name. Y'all check him out. He doesn't do anything about stocks, but he plays video games and stuff, and some of them are pretty interesting.
He
little
gets
games.
scared and screams like a woman, and it's fantastic.
He does scream like a little girl. And he's a fairly large man. I mean, he's not like gargantuan in stature.
In the
but-
pants, maybe.
Well,
Have y'all gotten into the
it's
streaming
medium
stuff?
and a half.
Do you streaming? No, not really.
I tried recently.
I watch. There are people that I watch. Like I watch those VR guys who fuck around a lot. I like those guys.
The Six Hokage, fucking our buddy.
Oh, Payday. Yeah,
He streams and stuff.
yeah. They do Call of
But,
Duty streaming.
I mean, yeah, I don't really. I've seen a couple of them, like whenever I just
Yo, Fall Guys is a big streamer right
I've
now.
seen that.
People are streaming the shit out of
seen it
that.
pop up on Facebook, and I was like, or not on Facebook, on YouTube, and I was like, oh shit,
Dude, that's gonna steal like game of the year, bro. Like that's gonna steal.
It's definitely a fucking
That's gonna
fun
rot.
game.
Like it's gonna come in. That game came in and just gonna steal game of the year.
And Sony just dropped it for free, dude. Ah, it's so nice.
People may say Cyberpunk, but no, it's gonna come in too late.
Fall
Yeah,
Guys.
They won't even. They'll already have like taken all the tallies of votes.
There's so much like fun to it. Like if you can get over the losing thing, because you're gonna lose a fuck ton of games. That's
yeah.
the reality of that game. Unless
Well, I
you're
mean,
like
it's
some kind of
essentially-
god, you're gonna
It's
lose.
essentially like, you know, people who fucking play like what is it, Fortnite and shit.
What would it take for you to watch a streamer, Matt? What would they have to do to get your view? What do they need to do? Does it need to be some big titty bimbo? Does it need to just be some
there's
boss ass
too many
gamer?
of
No,
those,
no,
dude.
no. For me, are you talking about like watch a stream occasionally, or like watch every stream that they do?
Like, yeah, what would get you to like? I need to watch this guy play this game. Like, yeah,
This person, I'll watch all of his shit.
yeah.
Can't do it for me.
Can't do it. No,
Yeah,
It's,
not
it's
watching
just
games.
not. I only watch like. I have watched some streams on like games that I either want to play or like a lot.
Right.
And I'll watch like a stream. I'm not going to fucking watch you. I'm not even going to watch the whole 3-hour stream. I'm going to watch like 20, 30 minutes and be like, all right, that was cool. Dipping out. And usually whenever I do watch it, it's them sitting in a goddamn lobby like, oh yeah, this shit's going to go off, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait till you put up the highlights and then I'll watch the cool parts. Same thing. It's like porno, you know? I'm not going to watch that whole 30-minute video. But if you put up just the good parts,
Hey,
I'm
man.
watching that.
Nah, I like some story in porn, man. It gives me. I don't know. I talked to you about this recently, Abel.
Yeah.
I like some good narrative. Like,
So-
have y'all seen Dark Knight XXX? That's hilarious.
You're telling me that when the pizza guy shows up in a porno, you want to know, hey, what toppings did you bring, or are you just bullshitting, you fucking piece of shit?
Yes, exactly.
I need you to be a real pizza guy
Nah, but
for
it's
me
great.
to get my
Like-
rocks.
Not just some dude with
No,
a
but
dick in the
seriously,
box.
The Dark Knight. If y'all like those
No, I
who
haven't
know,
watched that. I'm
those who
gonna
know
watch it.
Batman, it's great because it's like the Dark Knight triple. It's like Triple X. It's like just a hardcore porn parody of a bunch of Batman things that people already know. Like Joker shoots Batgirl in the back twice, if you know what I mean.
Hey! Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out. But
Yeah,
like I said,
that's the whole joke at the end of it. Like afterwards, she gets up and he just shoots her in the back, and then has says some sexual quip, and it's dude, I laughed so fucking hard. I didn't expect that at all.
I mean, that would, I think, be the funnest type of acting to come up with shitty porn.
You know what upsets me about
Porno
what you
puns.
told me though about that, and I remember being upset about it. They missed out on such a good name pair. Like, come on, dude, The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, just
But
The
it
Dark Knight and then
wasn't. It
Triple
wasn't
X.
the
like,
Dark Knight
come
Rises.
on.
It was just a bunch of like Batman stuff. Like they even did a thing with can't remember that one comic.
It just should have been
They did
better.
several
Like,
things that
there's just some. When you name a porno and it's a parody,
Yeah,
it's
you
gotta
gotta
be
name it
funny.
something
Like,
good.
yeah, it's gotta have that catch. It's definitely gotta have that draw. That's like, oh, that's funny. This is gonna be great.
I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that to be funny. I was literally sitting there just about to, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll beat up some Batman. Like, it had one of my like at the time one of my favorite porn stars. I can't remember her
BDSM
name.
leather.
Penny something.
Penny.
Yeah.
Hey!
There you go.
Hold on, let me
welcome.
add that to my list
Thank you,
real
Abel.
quick. Is
Yeah.
she good?
No problem. Wonderful. Redhead.
Maybe not now. She's a bit old now.
Well, I can watch her old shit.
She's got the MILF charm going on.
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
I mean, I don't mind the
I got a
milk.
thing for redheads.
Hey, look,
though.
we're all getting older.
And
What
she's
was her
she
name?
also like she's also.
What was her
a
name?
little
I need to
aggressive.
type it.
Penny.
All right, well, now that's saved to my thing. I need to delete one of these porn star names because I heard it and she looked hot in this one porno that I watched, and then I looked up more of her stuff and it wasn't that good. My like wrist muscles are super fucking strong because of my sexual deprivation in life.
Oh yeah, dude! I sure remember a long time ago we were doing pull-up contests, and then I totally lost that. And then they were like, "How about hangs?" I won that shit, and they were like, "Yeah, dang, you got like some strong forearms." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Yes, I do.
Better believe it, baby.
It's all in the wrist. It's all.
I hung there for like 4 minutes, dude.
Like,
it was incredible.
Do you like punch tires for a living or something? And you're like, something like that.
Oh, I'm beating rubber, all right. So, do you guys use condoms when you jerk off too, or is that just like a...
I did when I was like in junior high, just because I didn't know what a condom was, and then I opened one out, and I was like,
I used a condom. I put a condom on one time when I was in like high school, and I never ever touched condoms again until the first time that I had sex, which was after high school. If anybody didn't fucking know, there you go, podcast listeners. The more you know.
Hey, we love you more for it. You're innocent.
Yeah.
Look at you.
After that, yeah. And now that I've had a kid, hey guys, use fucking condoms because you can't afford it. I'll tell you that much.
can't afford it.
I'm speaking from experience.
Oh, you're a manager at the Chick-fil-A?
Nah, me and Abel deserve a fucking medal.
That's true. Hey, ladies out there who all say that dudes ain't shit. There are some that are not.
We are shit. We are the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're the shit. Get with. Well, not them, because they're taken, obviously, but get one of them!
Shit squad.
Find one of those!
We're gonna have a shit squad merc up at the end of the episode.
Hey, Sandal, have you ever played fucking Dungeons & Dragons? Like the actual, like, tabletop game?
Is this a setup?
No, it's like a real question.
Am I being recorded? Maybe.
No? What do you
Yeah, I have. Why? I
really?
actually print out fucking D&D miniatures.
That's dope, dude. Do you, like, know how to do that shit? Because I've been wanting to play.
We did that.
Excuse me.
We even put like one of the like this
I'd
chick.
be super down, dude.
This chick who was in our group, she even brought a little. She bought it like it was for a cat. It's a little witch's hat, and he's a mage, and she's like put it on top of his phone, on top of the phone they were using, and I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Hell yeah, that's fucking dope. Nah, dude, I definitely wanna try it because I've listened to a few fucking. Well, not a few. I listened to a D&D podcast that's called The Adventure Zone.
Oh.
No. I've heard of Critical Role.
Critical
I want
Role's
to look
the
into
best.
some more, and then there's Not Another D&D podcast that I've
Critical
heard of
Role's
as well.
the best because they got McCree as the dungeon master.
But
Like, from
well,
Overwatch.
the thing that really makes me want to do it is fucking on the Adventure Zone. They're just fucking hilarious about it, bro. Like they're just so stupidly funny.
Oh, these people aren't funny. They're just
makes
super
it,
serious.
See,
about
yeah,
it.
I'm not.
They're not super
like,
serious. They joke around, but
I'm not like super like, hey, I want to fucking just do this.
have y'all
So
seen
bad,
Key
but
and
I'm
Peele?
like, dude, it would be
Y'all
fun.
seen that? Y'all seen that D&D skit of Key and Peele?
No.
That shit's so fucking funny. He's just like, I roll. He's like, you roll. He's just like, I go slap that bitch in the ass. And he's just like, you can't do that. And just like, you have to roll. And he's just like, all right. Rolls it. I slap that bitch in the ass.
Yes.
It's done.
See, but dude, that's the beauty of it. Like,
Oh no, he like rolls it, and the dude was just like critical, and he's just like, I slapped that bitch in the ass hard. That's what he said, or something like that.
Nice and horde.
Horde. So fucking horde.
Horde in the AM.
Super duper hard. Was that what we named that episode?
Super hard. No, you wanted to call it. Fuck. What are we? Nutvella. Nutvella.
That's what you named it.
Yeah, that's what
a
you
different
wanted to name it.
episode. When we were like horde.
Oh man, fuck! What did we name that episode?
My mom listened to that podcast. She loved it. Not the Nutvella one because it was talking about me and my personal body parts and stuff, and how I want to. All the nasty thoughts in my head. My mom was like, I like your podcast and I'm gonna listen to it, but like, fuck, can you like try to not do that?
Hey, don't get hard every 20 minutes, man. I don't know.
It's like, Mom, don't you want grandkids? Like, fuck no.
She has one.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think she wants any more, dude. I'm not saying your
She
kid's
couldn't
awful, but
hit-
your
she-
kid's pretty
My
awful.
sister has a kid too.
Oh yeah, you got two. Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh,
so,
shit.
So she's got 2 grandkids. Holy shit, my mom's a. I mean, she's not a. Like, she's a very pleasant lady, but she's.
I'll bleep you. Don't worry.
Yeah, just believe it. Just straight up, just. Hey, listeners. Do you have some holes in your body parts that need a good plug-in? Maybe it's getting windy in there, or it's a bit squishy. Are your holes just out there getting exposed to the toughness of the elements? Not anymore. Tell the world you've had enough, or maybe you want more. Maybe you want something that's gonna just get in them holes and just fill it up and treat it right. Maybe your holes are, you got tired holes. Everybody's got tired holes, and their holes don't deserve to be tired. Your holes deserve to be plugged good. So go ahead and go to plugyourholes.com, and that's where you can get some sweet ass gauges to plug those holes in your ears. They got a lot of designer things and a lot of cool stuff, and we do not have a actual discount for you, but go there and plug your holes and tell us about it. Go buy some cool stuff, send it in, send pictures of it, show us your sweet gauges, show us your dirty gauges before you got those hole plugs. Yeah. You're gonna do a shot.
I'll do one shot.
Yeah, you'll do one shot. You
For the
stupid.
pod.
For the pod.
Give me
What
the
are we-
smallest. Give me the
Hey,
smallest
we
shot.
didn't even rep
Yeah,
what
give me
we're
the small
drinking.
Oh, we will. Hang on. Gentlemen, this evening's selection is Crown Royal Fin de Luch blended Canadian whiskey, a product of the Crown Royal Distilling Company. It is 40% alcohol, 80 proof. It's an old classic. Everyone likes a little bit of Crown, usually with Coke.
Act like no one's heard of Crown before.
We have to treat it like it's the shit. Because it's all we've got, alright?
Fucking Johnny Walker 20 year next time I'm here.
Okay, yeah, sure, Sandy. Next time you come over, please pull your dick out and slam it on my table, please.
Is that what you call my fucking dick, Johnny Walker 20?
Please
We
slide
can.
the dick sauce down all of our throats, please. Just.
So, cheers, boys.
Clinky tap, clinky drink, big daddies. We're taking shots. It's 2 in the a.m. We're getting down. We love liquor.
Ow!
Yeah, I've been drinking.
Right.
What's on your mind, Matt? Do you have anything you want to talk about? Like, do you have anything that you've been wanting to get off your chest with me, your boy, talk to your friend?
I have been wanting to fucking tell that story about the fucking Ashley's Christmas party, and I mean, I've never told Sandy. I know I already told you, but
I don't really remember it because I was also really drunk when you did.
Fantastic.
Let's hear it again!
So check it out, guys. I used to work at Ashley Home Store, the furniture place, or Ashley I don't fucking know what it's called, but it's very specific. It's Ashley, not Ashley's. It's about furniture. They sell couches and beds and
What did you do at this job?
So I was a bed/couch/armchair salesman, and I also sold everything else that exists in there. I was just a salesman. And it was my first salesman job, my only salesman job, because being a salesman is absolutely terrible, honestly. So I worked there, and I was fairly decent at it. Like, I'm not going to say I was great, but, like, I made the cut every time, except for, like, once or twice. And the cut is not too terribly easy to make.
But you had the skill to pay the bill.
Yeah, so our regional manager came down, and let me just introduce a few characters. There was our store manager, and his name was Mark. And our regional manager, and his name was fucking Sinister Snape, like from Harry Potter, but he was way
Snapey.
Yeah,
Oh, Snape.
he was Snapey. Old Snapey came down. He was like super salesman, like fucking had all these swag ass suits. I was super jealous, but like he was like real douchey, cool ass dude, but like mega douche. Like if you think of a douche, it's like this guy. But
Douchebag, but in a nice suit. Like,
super cool. I love the dude. Like he was fucking hilarious. But anyway, so
He was still a douchebag,
they started
though?
talking about this Christmas party. They were like, this Christmas party happens every year. They do raffles where they give away like iPhones and fucking ATVs and crazy
like
shit.
TVs and shit. High dollar, nice
They give
stuff.
away shit, and
Yeah.
like if you win it, you fucking just win it, and you just get to take it home with you.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so as it starts to come up, there's like 7 or 8 of us, I think, working there, and one girl is like, "Hey, I can't go." Like she was kind of lazy. Like she didn't try that hard.
yeah.
And like, granted, like this job sucked, so I don't blame her for not like hounding up people's asses, because they essentially told us like, "Hey, bother somebody till they buy something or until they fucking leave."
Oof.
Yeah, salesman,
Aggressive,
dude.
man.
Aggressive
Damn,
salesman,
yeah.
dude. And
Jesus.
it's fucking hard to do that when you don't want to be a dick.
Yeah, and you're too nice. I know you're not.
Dude, I know,
yeah,
it's
you're way
terrible.
too nice.
I'm telling you, I told a bunch of dad jokes, and sometimes they got them in. You know what I mean? And I could also lay people down on like the fucking the Tempur-Pedic mattresses and give them the whole massage and fucking sweet talk them. And yeah, I mean, if you lay down on a Tempur-Pedic mattress and get that massage, you're like, I need to buy this. And if you can afford it, you do. In most cases, like
big money.
Mostly they sell themselves, and that's the biggest money thing in the place. Anyway, so yeah, this chick, she was lazy. She didn't ever try. She was cool, but she was like weird. Like I didn't like her. She was like kind of ghetto,
Like awkward or just kind of hood ratty.
like hood ratty. But like I'm better than you. Like she was real pretty, and she was cool to talk to.
Were her eyebrows drawn on?
Yes.
Say less.
Latina lady. Anyway, so she was like, hey, I and my kid or something. Like she made up like didn't even try with the excuse. She was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna go to the Christmas party. And fucking Snape was like, oh, you're not gonna go? Okay, well go ahead and pack your shit and don't come back to work tomorrow. And she was like, what? He was like, yeah, like this is it was quote non-mandatory, but if you said no, it was so it was secretly mandatory. But his whole thing is he was like, look, dude, like if you're not gonna go to a fucking Christmas party where they feed you, they give you a rental car to drive there, like they do everything for you, and you're probably gonna work that day anyway. Like, what the fuck? Why don't you just go? But it was in Lubbock, so it was like 2.5, 3 hours away.
Oh, that's kind of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I'm with this chick. I'm not driving.
No,
3 hours
yeah,
to a
and
Christmas party.
I really wasn't planning on going, but I was like, fuck it, I was like, whatever. And I saw her immediately get fired right there on the spot, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm going. You know what I mean? I needed a job, and this job was paying a little bit more than most other jobs that I'd had, but not by a
How
whole
much?
lot.
Say it.
I was making $14 an hour.
That's
and then-
not bad.
Yeah,
That's
well,
fucking great.
they also forced us to go to commission because they
Oh.
expect everybody to do commissions. But
Damn.
from the sales that I had made, I was actually making more than $14
Hell
by
yeah.
a commission. But I wasn't on commission yet, so it didn't matter. I was really losing money. Anyways, so okay, let's go on. So the company like bought us a fucking like Escalade, fucking Cadillac, fucking yeah, because we all had to cram in. Yeah, so we all got our nicest clothes and we fucking went up there. And so we drive to Lubbock and we get there and it's at this fucking like venue. It's like a hotel that's been rented out, but it has like a ballroom with like a stage and shit, like nice tables with like the
they've got like a whole like convention center kind of area.
thing. And it's very nice. So I walk in and everybody else like dressed before they went, and me and this chick that I work with, Borley, we'll call her Borley. She and I hadn't changed prior to, so we got there and we got out, we grabbed our clothes, and she was like, hey, I gotta change, you gotta change, let's go kind of change together because we're gonna break off from the group. And we were like, all right. And then she was like, hey, just wait for me because I don't want to be left alone because we were,
Right.
And I was like, yeah, dude, I already feel awkward being here, whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Like, we're gonna roll together.
Yeah, and this is a bunch of fucking fancy-ass salesmen who have been working here for like 10 years and make bank.
A bunch of randos.
So we got in there and we ran into Snape and his lady friend. We run into there, I meet her and stuff, and it's all cool. And so we're chatting with them, and we meet a couple other people that work at the Lubbock store. And Lubbock is like the main store. It's like
It's the big.
That's why. That makes
That's where
sense.
you
That's
go-
why the party was there.
yeah, that's where you go to get trained and everything.
That
Like
makes sense.
it's fucking,
Right. Okay.
it's like
Okay.
the big
Headquarters, like
HQ baby.
Gotcha.
So we went there and we met a bunch of the like top salesmen from that place. And they were dressed. Dude, this dude was dressed in a suit. Have you seen Wizard of Oz? And the ruby
Of
slippers?
course.
The ruby slippers, bro?
Yeah.
This dude was wearing a suit. Ruby slipper suit with a ruby slipper hat.
All right,
and
wait, let's-
ruby fucking slippers, bro.
Hold up. Let's talk. Let's clarify. Are you talking shit right now? Because that sounds
No.
fly as fuck.
He looked fly as fuck. His shit was definitely mad expensive. But I was like, holy shit, dude. And he's not like a very, like, not like a super attractive dude. But I was like, hey, man, you're looking fly as shit. Like, I know you can go to the bar and wear that
Well,
suit and be like,
he
yes,
was living
you're
that
coming
motto
home.
of that there's more than one way to get laid.
Exactly.
And he was
yes.
showing it off.
Very much proof. And yeah, everybody else was dressed very nice. And I was like, well, shit, I got like a fucking cheap ass little, like, I don't even have a suit. I just got like some slacks and a shirt. I don't even have a fucking, Yeah, I don't even have a tie, bitch.
Not even a
Bro,
coupon?
this was like some months into me working there. Like, I wasn't making money and I wasn't on commission. I wasn't the greatest salesman in the world, alright? I sucked at salesman. I hate it. But anyway, so we went, met all these people, and then me and were like, alright, hey, we're gonna go change. After we shook everybody's hand, was like, hey, you know, I'm Matt. And, well, I guess they departed to go have their, like, manager meeting and home HQ meeting with their fucking big boy suits and shit. So they went upstairs to some fucking other room that, so I came out of the bathroom because Borley's a girl and she obviously took an hour to change, even though it was just a fucking dress. But anyway, so I went in there, I changed, I came out, and then I'm sitting on the couch with, Snape's lady. And so I'm just like super awkward, and I mean, she's a very pretty girl. And so I'm like, you know, I'm talking to her, and we get to chit-chat, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm from Lubbock, you know, I live here, blah, blah, this is going on. You know, we're hitting it off all good and having a good old conversation. And then finally comes out, and I'm like, okay, well, hey, we're going to go do our stuff over here because everybody else showed up, too. All of my other coworkers and our boss, Mark. So we go and meet up with them, and they're like, hey, this is our table. So we go and find our little table, and then they have like this fucking banquet, dude, where it's like you line up and you just get your plate and you put on what the fuck ever they had.
It's called a buffet.
Yeah, buffet, that's what it is. But, well, I say banquet because it was like in this fucking convention
buffet.
center, and it was like down the hallway,
it's a
like
massive
line.
buffet, yeah.
It was badass. Anyways, and they had all kinds of good shit. They had like grapes and cheeses and stuff.
Yeah.
So we do all that, we sit down and we eat, right? And then they come around, they give us all these little like raffle tickets, you know, like shit that you would get from playing the
Little numbers on it and shit.
Yeah, like you play the games at like Mr. Gaddy's or Chuck E. Cheese or whatever, and the machine spits out those little tickets. It's like 2 of those. So they give them all to us, and they're like, hey, these are your drink tickets. You get 2 free drinks, whatever fucking drinks you want. And I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, hell yeah, bet. And they had like 3 bars in this fucking convention room. So, you know, I get my double rum and Coke or whatever. I'm sitting there, and I gotta introduce another character, my favorite character. I gotta give her a cool name
like
because
he's really
she's like
telling
my
a story.
favorite.
Princess,
Ew.
Puddin', Poppy,
No, that's just
Poppy,
Poppy P.
Poppy.
Happy.
Pappy.
Pappy P. So I sit down, and Pappy P's real cool, and we're like chilling. I'm over there bullshitting with her. We're watching. We drink, we eat. Everything goes on. They do their raffle. One of the RSAs that works with us won a fucking iPad in the raffle. So she was like, "Hey, cool, free iPad." It was like $600 iPad. Hell yeah, good for her. Anyways, we didn't win shit. So you know, we're sitting there, and they're like, "Hey, you know, everything's over. Congratulations." They gave all the congratulations and shit to everybody, and they were like, "Y'all just fucking do whatever." They're like, this place is open till like 12 or something. You got your drink tickets, party on, daddy. And it was essentially like, hey, we're not going to leave immediately because if we leave, it could be like a, hey, I'm not going to the Christmas party sort of thing. Like I just showed up for the good shit and I'm a piece of shit. Anyway, so we're all sitting there drinking and Poppy P comes over to me and she's like, hey, let's go get some, like, drinks at the bar around the corner. Like, I'm not fucking... She's like, I already used both of my drink tickets, but I'm trying to get fucked up. And I was like, bet, dude, I got you. I'm like, I'm a fucking drinker. Everybody else in here, not so much. Right. So we go around. We start taking, like, kamikaze shots and shit. We're having a good old time. We're sitting there talking for, like, 20 minutes. We go back in, and everybody's starting to get, you know, pretty tipsy. They're all...
People had a couple of drinks, little sauce, yeah.
So we're chilling. Shit gets boring again. Poppy P's like, hey, come outside with me and hit my dab pen. We're going to go smoke a blunt with me and my husband because she brought her husband with her. So we go outside to the parking lot, go out to her truck, and we're out there fucking hitting the dab pen. We smoke a blunt, and I'm just like super blitz, bro. Like I already kind of stopped smoking weed, but I was still smoking weed a little bit at this time. But I was not smoking that much weed and definitely not taking no dabs. So I was fucked up. But like just kind of high. Like
and
I was like,
too.
And I was super, I felt so awkward because I was like the least... Yeah, I was like the least well-dressed person I felt like at this party.
No, that's
you know what I mean?
No, like if you would have been dressed well, I would have called you a faggot. Cause
dude, I would have loved to be dressed well, but
I haven't seen you dressed well.
No,
ever.
Like I felt like if I walked through the room, everybody'd be like, "This guy doesn't even have a fucking suit. What a weak ass bitch." Anyway, so we go out there, we get all high, and I'm like, hey, look, I am fucking stoned as shit. And she's like, oh, well, we're about to smoke another blunt. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. And so I'm like, I'm going to go inside. I'll see you in there. And she's like, all right, cool. We'll be chilling out here. Just, here, spray some shit on you so you don't smell like fat blunts. And so, sprayed down, went inside. And I went to the table where all my other coworkers were, and nobody was at the table. And I was like, just standing in this ballroom, and everybody's just drunk. Like, you could feel that drunk. It's like being in a bar. Like,
yeah,
and I'm just
it's like being in a bar at midnight.
Don't know anybody. I'm in Lubbock. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go get my drink, and I'm going to go outside and smoke a cigarette. And I'm all fucking feeling all weird. So I go get use my secondary drink ticket, because I'm already pretty feeling good. I'll get me a drink, go outside, I smoke a cigarette. I talked to some of the fucking other salesmen because they were all fucked up and they were being real cool out there. And so I smoked a cigarette with them. I think one of them might have bummed a cigarette off of me. So I had a little chat with them. And then they finished their cigarettes. They went inside. I was outside by myself smoking. I come inside, go back. Nobody's still at the table. So I'm like, well, fuck, what do I do? So I go back out for another goddamn cigarette. So I smoke that cigarette down. And as I'm coming in, Snape, his lady, and like 30 guys dressed in nice ass suits are lining up to take a big ass like photo. Like they had like camera guys and shit there to take like photo shoots. And so they were taking photos and shit. And I was like, oh, okay, not being a part of that or whatever. So I start walking back into the ballroom and I just hear Snape's lady friend, who is obviously very trash and I guess just had a really good conversation with me when I first got there, because she was like, Matt! And I was like, what? And I peeped around the corner and she was like waving me over like, come here, come get this picture with us. And I was like, no, dude, what are you doing? I feel like she was hitting on me. Like, I don't know. It just had that vibe. And I was like, you're standing right next to your boyfriend. No. So I go back into the ballroom, right, to the table, and everybody's back at the table finally. And I'm like, oh, thank God, because that was real fucking weird. And I feel super awkward because I'm mad stoned, dude. I'm like way too baked to be here in this nice party feeling this awkward. So I go over to the table and I'm sitting there like talking to everybody. And everybody's fucked up. And I'm like, damn, dude, everybody's fucked up. And like, we got to like drive back to San Angelo tonight in this rental car. Like, like, damn, y'all are getting a little too turned. And my fucking boss, old Mark, comes around and he's like, Matt. And I'm like, what, dude, what? And he like looks at me all drunken-eyed and he fucking holds up a handful of those tickets, like 100 tickets. And he's like, I got all these tickets. I'm fucked up. Here, just take some. And he started just like shoving like wads of like 15, 20 of them in everybody's hand that we worked with. And it was at that moment that I was like,
be drunk with me.
He was the one driving, dude. Yes. I was like, bro. And I looked at him and I was like, he's definitely not driving. I looked at my other coworker and I was like, so are you going to drive? And he was like, yeah, man, I'll drive.
He just passes out.
It just like looks super trash. And I was like, no, dude. So I've drank like 6 more drinks than most of the people here at this table. Like I'm feeling good, but the awkward and the high is like kind of sobering me up because I'm like, ugh. So that happened.
The danger is sobering.
Yeah, the danger. The life that I'm trying to keep living is sobering me the fuck up. So I'm like, whatever. So I start drinking a little bit more, and everybody starts getting real fucked up. Like,
we're still there?
Yeah, no.
They haven't even gotten there yet?
No, they were there, but now they're like over the top. And
actually fucked up.
And Poppy P is like, hey, we're going to fucking Longhorn Steakhouse. Y'all come fucking meet us there. And I was like, you know what? Sounds dope. She was like, we're going to go to the bar, we're going to drink, we're going to eat. It's going to be good. She was like, specifically like, Matt, fucking come on. And I was like, all right, cool. So I helped her convince everybody. So we drove there and met her there and let old Mark drive. And his driving was subpar, to say the least. But we made it. And I was like scared for my life in Lubbock. And I was like, holy shit, this sucks. So we go in there and we start drinking more.
Holy shit.
And I'm like, hell yeah. And everybody else is like, all right. They take like one shot and they're like, they don't have anything to say for the rest of the night. And I'm like, dude, y'all are fucked up. So I go and I tell Mark and I'm like, hey, bro, I don't think you're good to drive. And he was like,
I already told you fucking our other coworker's driving.
And I was like, he's not good to drive either, dude. Look, he's over there like slumped over on the bar trying to go to sleep right now. I was like, no. So I was like, look, bro, I'm not that fucked up. I will drive. Poppy P was not that fucked up, but she came in, her and her husband came in their own truck separately. So lucky for them. Yeah. And she was kind of like, hey, dude, who's going to drive y'all because y'all are fucked up? And I was like, fucking me. I'm now, congratulations, designated driver Matt, who's also like 8 beers in and like 6 shots in. Doing great. Not so stoned anymore because this was a few hours later, so thank God.
So you're kind of spinning back into like, I gotta be adult.
Essentially, I have to strong arm everybody into letting me be the fucking adult. And they're like, it's my fucking rental car that's in my name. Fuck you, dude. We're not wrecking. So I convinced them to let me drive back in this sweet-ass Cadillac, and it was awesome. And I was sitting there smoking cigarettes the whole time I was driving, and Mark, the person who went and rented it, was like, don't fucking smoke in here because I rented it and it's a non-smoking vehicle. I was like, bro, all the seats are leather. They're not going to know shit. We're leaving the windows down the whole time. And I drove all the fucking way back to San Angelo, goddamn Texas, to Ashley Home Store, dropped everybody off, and I was like, all right, motherfuckers, I'm definitely going to remember this tomorrow at work. And sure enough, everybody just didn't have shit to say the next day. They were like, what's up, Matt? And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sup, bitch.
I was like, oh, y'all don't want to sell some fucking couches or what? Y'all are usually pretty pumped about shit like this. Yeah, you're fucking hungover, I know. But anyways, yeah, so it was just a strange experience, especially my regional manager's girlfriend thing. Baby mama, like, I felt like she was very much hitting on me, and that was super awkward. And then, like,
kind of cool too.
And then our designated driver becoming the least designated driver.
That happens.
Like, it was like, holy shit, dude. I was like, why am I fucking saving everybody's goddamn shit? I should have been like, fuck no. Hey, Poppy P, give me a ride back to San Angelo. Fuck these pieces of shit. But it was what it was. It was actually pretty fun. It felt super awkward for me. Like I said, I'm around a bunch of people who make like $200,000 a year, and I'm like, I don't really belong here. Hey guys, my name's Matt Spain, like that guy that works in San Angelo. No, it was bad.
That's a good story. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that was good.
I love that.
It was. I mean, I look back on it and laugh. At the time, I was like, this is fucking weird, and. Yeah, like, I definitely don't regret going, though. Like, that shit was pretty cool. Like, being
dude, it's always worth doing. Like,
yeah, like, that's
don't
what
be a no man. Being a no man,
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
I've been a no man for most of my life, and I realize now it's like, nah, I fucked up.
Well, and that is one thing about, like, being a salesman. Like, I was already kind of on that journey to, like, being more of a go with the flow and just do shit.
There you go.
But, like, once I got that salesman job, it definitely helped a lot more because it was like, oh, I now have a better grip of fucking talking to people. I now have a better grip of, like, you know, steering the conversation, fucking learning how people want to be talked to and shit. And, like, that's another reason why I'm a lot better now at talking to anybody in general. Like, I can fucking go anywhere, feel awkward, and I can still turn to somebody and be like, hey, dude.
Bro, I learned talking to people. Like,
you are now my person. I've already reeled you in by looking at you. You're going to have a conversation with me, and you're going to keep me entertained because I'm going to leave as soon as I can, but I need somebody to talk to till then.
that's kind of rude.
It is, but hey.
He works people to a purpose.
I'm not just going to sit there in the corner and say fucking nothing and look like a weirdo, you know?
I learned how to talk, though, from working at Sidetail. Like, goddamn.
Hey, that's good.
Customer service in general makes you good at communication.
What a lot of it is, man, is like everybody has, like, they'll have a conversation with somebody, and I think this goes a lot for, like, dating and stuff too, when, like, a guy or a girl is talking to somebody that they're attracted to, and they're afraid to say, like, something, and usually it's something that's just like a totally normal thing to say, but they're afraid of it coming off like, oh, I don't want them to think that I'm being too flirtatious or something. In most cases, just fucking spit it out and deal with the consequences. Like, if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. But
I had a problem with communication because I would have women under the impression I was hitting on them a lot, but I also have that really bad attitude that I have where, like, they feel like I'm coming on to them.
But you're also
Well,
wait, is this
you're
like
just
is
a
this,
very
was
friendly
this pre? Was this
person
high
to talk
school?
to in general.
This is still just generally like it.
Oh.
I don't like when I come off to someone as like, oh, are you interested? It's like I genuinely am interested in people, but not for the reasons they think I am.
Sometimes, like,
Well, no, I genuinely take interest in
Is it 'cause
people,
you
but
think
they
you're-
take it personal. Like,
Is it 'cause
oh,
you think you're? Is it because you're a guy and they think you're only interested in one thing?
I mean, that might be
a lot
it.
of
Realistically,
cases, yeah, sure.
that might realistically be
Is it
it.
because I mean it's kind of like I don't wear my ring anymore, but literally ever since I started wearing it, yeah. See, I have the same one. I don't
just
have.
put
I
that
don't,
on
I don't
earlier.
have
Don't
a,
let him fucking shame you. It was on the table. He was like, "Oh, better not forget this."
No, it's literally because like I've lost weight since, and like mine doesn't fit me anymore, and it's fucking tungsten. So
Like, I don't know, Abel, you've always had like a really good, just conversational way with people. Like,
Yeah, I meet strangers
I
and they
feel like
wind up
it's-
opening up to me like immediately,
yeah,
and I'm like,
it's
shit.
just the way that you can fucking have a conversation with people. It makes people feel really open around you. You know what I mean? And like, what you were saying about like, oh, is it just because you're talking to a girl and
They
she's
think- they
just
assume-
automatically
Dude,
like,
that's
oh,
how-
that's all you want? No, a lot of women are like that, and like I've had
I can't
cases
talk
where
to
that
anymore.
happened to me, where I'm just being friendly
even do
with, I'm being friendly with a lady, and she's just like, oh, of course, blah blah blah, and I'm like, whoa, like. Not to be a dick, dude, but I'm about to go dick mode because I'm definitely not attracted to you. Like, you are not.
dude, that reminds me
you're
of this one
not ever
time.
going to be a part of this area.
Did
you
y'all
know?
go to Fast Eddie's?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I went to Fast Eddie's often, dude. Like when I came back, and like I was just I'm really bad at it.
My sister
Especially
almost
only
fought
when
a
I'm
bitch
drunk
there.
though. I have to be drunk. And there was this one time where this chick was like, she was just by herself on a table, and I'm like, just kept looking at her, and I'm like, oh, like there's probably like a bunch of dudes coming back. Dude, she was there for like 30 minutes just by herself on a table. And she kept sucking bad. She kept sucking bad, like real bad. And I just could tell she was like, because she kept going like, damn it. Like, and I'm just like, I went over there and I was just like, hey, you want me to like, need some help? And she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm just like,
Cool.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one of my other friends I was with was just like, I'm going to go try it. Like, you just don't know how to talk and shake. And he tried same thing. She's just like, no, I don't need any help. And we were like, maybe she's lesbian.
I mean,
But
were
then
you
this-
actively going
no,
over
listen.
there to like hit on her, or were
No,
you just
no,
like,
no.
hey, you know, like,
No,
Can I
this-
help you
I'm
out?
still. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been. With
okay,
them.
well, yeah. Sorry, I should have
Yeah.
just
Duh.
thought that automatically, but
Yeah.
just
No.
you know,
Like
clarifying.
I literally, like,
Clarifying for
she
the
was just by
listeners.
herself, and I'm like thinking like maybe she got stood up or something. I don't know. And I just felt bad. But then yeah, like two people, and then but no, like we were like thinking, oh, maybe she's lesbian. Fuck. Oh well. Like sorry, like we weren't trying to like hit on you.
yeah.
So but then later we saw this dude who was like I'm not gay, but yeah, no, like this. If this dude was like,
very
hey, I want to
attractive
fuck, I'd be
gentleman.
like, okay, like I mean, I guess so.
like, well,
if you want, like,
can't say no.
shit.
I
Like,
would ask you
like
for
this
money,
dude,
but you're just
he
so
had
attractive.
one of those like muscle shirts where it's just barely not even a shirt, and he just had muscles, and he had this beard, and I'm just like,
oh
holy hell.
fuck, he had the beard and the muscles, dude.
Dude, he had hair like
Damn,
mine,
dude.
like this, like a big old but like better. Like
See-
his fucking hairline wasn't like 5 inches. You know?
I'm glad I have a fucking dad
Like no,
bod.
like he looked like dude. I'm not lying. Like I'm like
God
I
damn
saw
it.
her with like talk, and he walked over and started talking to her, and she like went to it immediately,
Yeah, she
and I'm
just
like
melted. Just she started
I see what you
gooshing.
were doing. Yeah, I see what you're doing. You were looking for the right
Gooshing.
guy. We weren't
She
the
was
right
like-
guys you're looking for. And it's
That's
like
fair,
that's the thing.
yeah.
I wasn't even trying to look for that. Whereas I realized that's what she was doing though. She was peacocking. She was
fishing.
Hey,
she was yeah. There you
yeah.
go. Perfect word. She was fishing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well-
People do that. It does happen. I mean,
more like
There you go.
sharking,
No, I've
but-
seen it. That's the thing. I just didn't realize that. I've only seen guys do that. I've never seen a girl do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, women do it all the time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
I don't think
I've
they
had
never
plenty
have
of
to.
times. I've had
Like
plenty of times
I
where I
didn't
go
think a
and,
girl would ever have to go fishing.
Oh no, and it's
No,
not that
no,
they have
what
to.
it-
They
what
want
it
to.
is that-
It's fun.
Oh,
she
that makes
wanted
sense.
that.
That makes
She
sense.
wanted to get a dime piece that night. And she was like, "I'm just gonna go get me a dime."
She got
piece.
it.
And yeah, that's what she was. Because
I remember my friend I was with. He's just like,
if she was
dude,
down
I don't
for
even
whatever,
know.
she would have been like, "Hey, come over here," and you'd have been like, "Whoa, bitch, I'm taken."
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, honestly, dude, she's pretty hot. I would have been like,
Honey, don't
no,
you-
I'm taken. I would have
don't you
I would have put a long in there. But no, it was funny because my friend who was
If
with
I
me,
was a taken man, I would immediately say no.
the other dude who was with me, who went and like tried to hit on her too. He was actually trying to hook up with her. He was like, dude, I don't know who I'm more fucking jealous for, him or her. And I'm like, yeah, that's how hot he was. I'm like, I'm not lying, dude.
Damn.
That dude was like that. I'm like that dude worked out.
Hey, dude, look, I'm I'm very much fucking hetero, but I can appreciate a good-looking man. I can see a good-looking man and be like,
no,
hey,
that dude, like,
this
no,
guy-
okay, y'all been here forever. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all know, like good, very extremely attractive people don't come to this town. This dude obviously is not from this town.
well, dude,
That's what threw me off. I'm
I've
like,
seen
this
some-
dude has like a chiseled jaw, perfect, like that perfect beard, like not even like a scraggly one.
You were looking at him a little.
Dude, I was. That's what blew me away because like I'm like, because she, okay, I'm not gonna lie, she wasn't like a dime piece. She was literally like a
8.5.
a 7 if I'm sober and like a 9 if I'm drunk.
So a 9.
That's
There you go. Yeah, at the time, yeah, I was like,
So
oh,
9 of the time.
yeah, because like no, I've seen her on Facebook since, and I'm like, oh, good thing. Yeah, that wasn't totally not worth it. That's what I'm saying. Like no,
So,
like
Communication.
I have a quick question.
I understand attractive people, and that dude was like extremely attractive.
Relationships aside, so like let's say you see a woman at a bar and you're all single. That's hypothetical that we're all single. I'm single.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's say that you're like at a bar and you're a horny boy and you're like, I'm gonna go hit on a girl. What is the like number on the 1 to 10 scale that you are actively going to go? Like, is it
I would pursue.
like what is the number that you won't pursue? Like, if you see a 5, are you like, I'll probably hit on her, or are you like, no, 5 is too
Wait,
low for
wait,
me?
hold on. What's the situation? Is she by herself?
Whatever situation you want.
If she's with a bunch of friends, I'm not doing that. But if she's by herself, 100%.
Oh, no, even then, if it's
Well, I'm
like
just saying,
she's hot enough, even with friends, I'm gonna.
Yeah, well,
Nah.
that's what I'm
'Cause if
saying.
she's
Is
with
what's the cutoff?
Now,
point? Like,
that's the thing, dude.
what's the number that you're like? She's a
There's
3.
no cutoff.
I
Don't
won't
be a
put
bitch.
3.
Are you? Oh no, sorry. No, sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
We'll bleep that
We'll
out.
bleep
Don't
that
worry.
out.
No, I mean I'm not trying to say I have super high standards.
Don't be. Yeah,
I
no.
would
It's
say-
not even standards. It's just don't be a bitch.
No, but you don't just hit on any chick.
Yeah, not
yeah.
any chick, but it's like that's the thing.
But that's what he's asking is what makes you, like, what does she got to be for you to, like.
There's
Yeah.
the thing though, if you're in the bar, like, okay, I'm referencing from when
Now,
I,
look,
like,
let me-
when I was single for that moment when me and split up. I mean, if you look at a chick, right, and you're like, you can kind of vibe her. I feel like you can vibe anybody, right?
Fair, yeah.
You,
Yeah.
if you're on the right amount of drugs, you know, like you can vibe anybody. Like you can feel that vibe, and it's
If
pretty.
you drop like 6 tabs of acid, you can vibe with any girl.
This was at a dude. No, this was at a. This was at a time. Dude.
In this case, you probably can't tell the number that she is on
This
the
was
1
at
to 10
dude. No,
scale.
this was at a time where I was like
But,
deep into shrooms. So
Let me reverse the hypothetical. Like, what if, like, say it's a 1, but she comes and hits on you, like, directly, and she's like, hey, I'm trying to get in your...
like physically attractive.
Yeah, like, you see
I'm
this
not.
one?
I'm not like. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like past that physically attractiveness because it's like I've seen bitches who were like fine as fuck just 10 years ago, and who were like,
Yeah.
just now.
Okay, so...
You know what I mean? So if like you're saying, this chick comes up to me and we just start vibing hard, like she just starts talking to me about like what I like to hear, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, and then like
But
I
what
talk
I'm
about
saying-
rich shit, and then, you know what I mean? Like
what I'm
I don't
kind of
really
saying
care.
is like let's say that you are actively looking at a bar, you're by yourself, and you're at a bar, and you see, you know, various stages of the 1 to 10 scale, and you're like, hey, this is the one that I'm going to go hit on first.
Yeah.
What is the lowest, not necessarily the lowest standard, but what's like your average category? Are you going to go for like a
lowest
1? Are you going to go for a 10? Are you
Oh,
gonna
what am I gonna?
Are you gonna?
What am I gonna?
Are you going to aim for like a 5 to 7? You know,
I don't.
What is it?
I don't
For me, I would say like
pursue women like game. I'm sorry.
I would say
like
for
I don't
me,
like it's like that's a nice 5 point. No, look at the 6 point over here. Like
here,
I don't. I
let
don't
me
do that.
answer this for y'all.
I
Let
don't
me
do
give
that.
y'all my answer.
There
so
you go. I think that's what you were
I
doing.
expect-
You're fishing for an answer.
I expect that I might have a pretty good chance with a 5. I think at best I could get an 8.
I was never that good looking, ever. But I had a way with words. I could just sit down and talk to a girl. I'd find a
His dick girth is like pretty big.
That's also very nice. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's a game. It is a game. They're treating it the same way as you are.
yeah.
If you come up to a girl like, sup, girl, like they're already like, nah, dude, I don't care. I'm done
Exactly,
with you.
yeah,
I don't give a
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you don't want to show up. You don't want to post up at Shorty at the function like, hey, look at my dick.
I mean, granted, that's what you want, but you don't make that the
Exactly,
fucking like.
yeah.
It's not like you wear a shirt that just says, "I
Like you
want
said,
sex."
It's a game.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a hey, I gotta.
And
but you want to come in interestingly. You don't want to come in.
You kind of just hint your interest, like so you okay, you want to talk about single girl at a bar, right? That's your scenario.
Yeah.
So single girl at a bar, I would just come up and be like, hey, can I get you a drink or anything? And if they're just like, oh no, I'm good, thank you, I'd be like, cool, I'm here if you want to talk, whatever, and I'll just go about my business and find the next one. On to the next one. You don't dwell on that.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't think of a loss as a loss. Like I never.
Well, it's not a loss. A no, listeners.
No,
For
it's
a lot of
not.
people who are out there who might feel like, you know, I hate being told no. This is one thing that I've learned, and one of the best pieces of advice I've ever got is like, I had a friend who would ask me like some pretty like out there kind of things, like, hey, will you drive me across town to do this? And I'd be like, what, dude? No. And I felt bad because he was a really close friend. Yeah. And I was like, look, man, I feel bad for telling you no. And he was like, what, dude? Don't feel bad for telling me no. He was like, all no means to me is like, I'm just in the same shoes I was before I asked the question. I didn't lose anything. I just didn't gain anything. No isn't a negative, you know? Yeah. So that being said, like, yeah, like you said, just, hey, if you get a no, move on. Like, it's no big deal. And even then, perhaps they might come around and be like, hey, you know, I've had some drinks.
You offered a drink. I'm still here by myself, so what's up? Okay, we're going to take a slight pause here so Matt can go fuel his nicotine habit.
Show our listeners what they need to buy.
So check it out. I know a lot of you, like us, we work in the labor industry. We you know, you get tired, and sometimes from doing all that hard work all day, your back starts to hurt, and you think, man, am I about to go out and spend more money on icy hot patches or something for relief? But check it out, guys. I just got the hookup, the plug. That's right, B-Plug. That's it. You go to bplugs.com. They are the back plug. I'll tell you, you have aches, pains, anything, B-Plugs has your back. As soon as you know where you're aching, dude, hit up a B-Plug, and they'll send you a bundle of just wonderful patches that'll just give you that sweet, sweet relief. You'll think to yourself, man, I never knew a B-Plug was just exactly what I needed to get me through the day. So yeah, go to bplugs.com, hit them with that /2intheAM, and you know, they'll let us know that you guys are listening. And hey, they might even send you an extra little gift, that extra little plug that you need. Fill that gap in your day. No more aches and pains, no more problem. bplugs.com. Hit them up. We got the plug.
So,
We're back.
yeah, guys, we're back. We took a little break. We did a little bit of some ads. We had a little bit of fun. Do we have anything else to talk about? Like, what are we going for here? Are we trying to scoop up another like 10 or so minutes?
How long do y'all think COVID's gonna last?
Dude, I think it's gonna last till like fucking next goddamn year.
The end of time, who knows? I mean,
Who knows, dude? We'll just be at
By
home.
the way, COVID,
Your voice is
5
loud
stars,
enough.
would recommend.
unemployment, get yours today.
Go to unemployment /2intheAM pod and
Thanks, COVID.
Let them know we told you to quit your job. You didn't get fired, we fired you. Quit your fucking jobs. So, we're going to wrap up this episode of 2 in the AM, but we're going to allow our guest to give you his closing thoughts and a little bit of input about us. Go ahead.
Closing thoughts. You know what? Don't waste y'all's time. That's if I can give y'all any advice, don't. If you're like 20-something, 18, fucking just don't waste your time. Figure out who you are first, and then find someone, and then you'll be way more happier. I promise.
10-4. Hey guys, this has been a fantastic episode. Our guest was fantastic this time, and he was a new guest. This episode may not have been as many goofs as you usually like to hear. Sorry, my drunkenness is coming out in that one, but
Goosh.
we do like to do a little bit of like real talk sometimes, you know, like we do care.
Real talk.
Shut the fuck up.
Like R. Kelly style.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, so you know we are a comedy podcast, and we love the laughs. We love to bring y'all happiness in every days that y'all have. But you know, sometimes like we're real people. We do talk about stuff. We do want to get deep into some thoughtful conversations. So if you like this, send it to our fucking Gmail. It's right? It's our Gmail. It's 2intheAMpod@gmail.com. Go ahead, send us an email there and like let us know, hey, do you prefer this? Hey, do you not prefer this? Do you want more of this? If you have any questions for us to answer, send that to the Gmail. We also have a Facebook page. Is it facebook.com/2intheAM? I'm guessing? Yes. Okay. So, check out our Facebook page. Like us, join us, whatever. Just let us know, man. We want feedback more than anything. We want your love. We want your affection. We want to touch your bodies like we think about all.
Matt, we're not touching anybody. I told you.
Yes. So send that in. Let us know. It's 2intheAMpod@gmail.com. Let us know your comments, and you can comment on our YouTube channel as well. Like we have comments on every video. But this is the end. This is the end of this episode. It's been a great episode. I've really missed you, listeners, and I love you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and let the A from 2intheAM sign off.
Well, it's been fun, guys. We're nice and saucy, and our night is really just starting when we think about it. So thanks for tuning in. If you're still listening, then we appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Hopefully soon we'll do more stuff that is fun and things. I'm sorry, I feel fucking holy shit. This.
It is now 2 in the AM.
We're
out.
This has been 2 in the AM. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Cha-cha, poop, cha-cha. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're a bad girl. Ooh.
Bad girl.
Oh, yeah. You're also a good boy. Ooh, bad girl, but good boy.